Hey, it's John again. Going back, playing some old Immaculate Grids. Not that old, just from when I was sick and couldn't talk. So, playing George Brett's favorite 390 batting average he had in the 1980 season, as he was chasing 400, won the MVP that year, and I got to see him inducted in the Hall of Fame. Pretty cool ceremony all the way around. It was cool that he was inducted with Robin Yao because then that's why we were there because they both played in the Midwest. Royals and Brewers were playing a lot of games each other. Their careers almost exactly overlapped. From basically 74 was Yount's first year. I think Brett started a year sooner. And then playing through 93, they finished within 13 career hits of each other. I think they were, Yount got to 3,000 first. Brett was right behind him. So very overlapping careers. Both were MVPs, to the top players of the 1980s. So it was cool to see him get inducted with each other and alongside Nolan Ryan and Orlando Cepeda for that matter. Conspicuous by his absence was Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk didn't get inducted until the next year. He also retired in 93. Fun facts all the way around. Let's play. Let's play Immaculate Grid. Sharing the screen, doing 390, hit and play, hit and go, and away we go. All right, Ken Griffey Sr. will work for this. Markakis, pretty popular one there. Maddox, I think, will work pretty well there. Let's go Josh Johnson. That one. Yep. Let's see. Todd's, that's too popular. Bobby Bonilla. I might actually hold on to that one. Sorry, not popular enough is what I meant. Let's see. Mike Cameron. Oh, I hope I can top that. All right, rookie of the year, Ichiro, Ripken, and Verlander. 52 seconds with a 191. Five rookies of the year to choose from Seattle. So Alvin Davis is another. Kazuhiro Sasaki is one. Eight to choose from Baltimore. Greg Olson is the other one that's coming to my mind. Oh yeah, Julio Rodriguez just a couple years ago. Duh. All right, that's right. Ichiro also works here, so maybe that's how Julio. I guess Julio and him are neck and neck, but he gets the edge because he also works here. Cameron taking 6%. Interesting. He only played a little bit for the Marlins, but I think it helps that Mike Cameron himself is an avid Immaculate Grid player. And so I love playing him. I stopped playing him as much in the rarity rounds. I think I did one of the recent games because he had a bunch of stolen bases for the Reds, but I've stopped playing with him in the rarity rounds as much because he's a popular guy, and I think he's feeding his own popularity, not intentionally or anything, but he plays Immaculate Grid himself, does not hide his grids. So if you follow him on X, just keep in mind that you might get the grid spoiled. Anyway, I'm gonna stop share and reshare, and we'll go for some rarity points here. All right, sharing that one. Going back to grid 390. Right there. All right, let's see here. Sisler and Rogers Hornsby both work here. I'm trying to think if I have anyone better than those guys. Rafael Soriano works here. I don't remember if he works for the Marlins. Let's see, Marlins and Orioles. I'm torn between Todd Zeal and Tim Raines because both of them will work. Rookie of the year, I think I'm gonna go with Sasaki. 4%. That's pretty good if there's only five choices. Rookie of the year for Baltimore, Greg Olson is the name that's coming to mind. Um, other than I guess there've been eight. Other than Ripken, I'm not remembering a whole lot. Um, yeah, it's a little bit of a doozy, isn't it? Let's see. And can I come up with a rookie of the year with a sub 3 ERA? Or if there's a batter. I always struggle on that. I haven't done the deep dive into batters who work for sub 3 ERA yet. I know some of you had that on one of the grids recently. Um, let's see. If we're looking at maybe some obscure-ish relievers, like I think Andrew Bailey will work. I think Scott Williamson will work. Of course, they're working in the sea. Greg Olson probably works as well. Um, Devin Williams will work. Kimbrel will work. Hideo Nomo will work. I think I'm gonna go Scott Williamson. 1999. 1%. All right. Now over here. I think Carl Bavano actually had a season where he was exactly 3. That's sticking out in my mind. Kevin Brown and Al Leiter both work. Brian Harvey, Rob Nen both work. Armando Menendez works. He'll also work here. Um, yeah, let's get Brian Harvey. Also 1%. So to go with Benitez here, what do I go with? Let's go Tim Raines. Another 1%. 3 1%. Did Valone play for the Marlins? I don't remember exactly. Okay, we'll go Hornsby here. Also 1%. Let's see. Kerry Lightenberg, how do we feel about him? 0.3. Great sideburns, though. All right, I will go Greg Olson down here. 4%. Again, not bad. There's only 8 choices. All right. So now we're at I got one actually. Mike Hampton will work. Also 1%. So now we just got to come up with someone who played for both of the M teams. I think Valone does work. But now I'm kind of second guessing. I'm wondering if I made that up in my head. Valone played for a lot of teams. So you get Charles Johnson, Jeff Conine, Derek Lee, Luis Castillo, Quivio Veras. Uh, I'm just going around the horn a bit. Renneria, Council, no. Mike Lowell, Bobby Bonilla aren't going to work. Sheffield's not going to work. Moises Alou's not going to work. Devon White's not going to work. That was pretty much the whole 97 team. Leiter, Fernandez, Brown, Nen. None of those guys are going to work. About the '03 team. I did some of the '03 team, but like Pudge Rodriguez, Derek Lee, Luis Castillo, Miguel Cabrera, Mike Lowell, Alex Gonzalez, Juan Encarnacion, Juan Pierre. Man, none of those guys work either. Let's. The other name that's coming to mind is Paul Quantrill, but I don't actually think he was a Mariner. Was he? No, he wasn't a. He was not a Philly. I think he was. I think that's what I'm thinking of. I think I've thought he was a Philly, but he wasn't a Philly. But I think he was a Mariner, actually. Nope, I got that wrong. All right, 65 options. Swing and a miss. No surprise on those first couple there. Casey Kochman. Ooh, Mike Myers, nice. Ooh, Arthur Rhodes would have worked. D. Gordon, I knew that one. Ron Valone would have worked. I should have just gone with Ron Valone. Should trust my instinct. All right. Ah, well. Well, now I have to play again because I don't want to go out on that note. But thank you so much for playing this one, and we'll be back at later. Peace.